everyone, B.R. Newman here with HELIOS. What you see before you is a 3-card tarot spread drawn to match your specific astrological zodiac sign in this very moment in time. What you're hearing in the background is a soothing set of brainwave entrainment frequencies created for the purpose of assisting you with any obstacles unique to this month, astrological or otherwise, woven into a relaxing, natural soundscape. Oh, and by the way, I create these audio files myself with some of the best technology available and can customize them to address whatever you might be working with, whether you want to take advantage of opportunities, overcome challenges, or accentuate any of your astrological placements. Pretty cool stuff. And these kinds of things and more are all available on my website, IamHelios.com, and there you'll also find tarot and astrology readings, but also extremely comprehensive yet simple and easy to follow astrology and tarot courses, so check those out. Now let's take a look at what we're working with here this month. You can see in the image on your screen you have 3 cards. The one in the middle is a central theme. It's meant to summarize your general situation, and then on either side of it are 2 cards, or 2 doorways you could look at them as. You walk through one or the other, so listen to the definitions of everything to not only reflect on the nature of your current situation, but also make a conscious choice about how you would like to proceed, the left-hand path or the right-hand path. But first and foremost, your central theme. The Hierophant. This card represents intellectual or religious tradition and embodies the quest for knowledge or illumination, so study and the enrichment and fulfillment that ensues. When such pursuits result in the sought-after illumination, this contagious fulfillment brings peace and wisdom to the masses. But if such pursuits are motivated by the urge to strengthen the ego, the Hierophant can bring about toxic arrogance, bigotry, and intolerance. We can see a surplus of evidence in our society today, mapping out precisely how this occurs and what the effects can be. Dogmatic thinking has produced a great many scars on our history, and this isn't always motivated by religion, and can be found running rampant in socio-political and economic circles as well. So the experience of this card could bring about a brush with these forces, a brush with these themes, but ideally the activation of this card would represent personal illumination, purely motivated. But it doesn't end there. Such motivations, more often than not, will inspire the sharing of such illumination. So the Hierophant can represent a kind of teacher, a mentor. So this can be the process of stepping up to that level of authority, ascending some intellectual hierarchy, stepping up to the podium, so to speak, and being sincerely listened to, and of course not abusing that power. If properly embraced, the experience of this card can sharpen your mind, can give weight to your words, lending both grace and powerful conviction to your every action. From this position, you can choose to take the left-hand path or the right-hand path, so we'll start with the left. The Prince of Swords. Like all princes, like all court cards in tarot, the Prince of Swords is associated with one of the 16 Myers-Briggs personality profiles, so there are 16 profiles and 16 court cards, so conveniently. In this case, the Prince of Swords is associated with the ESTP, or the Extroverted Sensing Thinking Perceiver, the ultimate realist, a very spontaneous personality profile that has a very unconventional approach to just about anything. They can be fun, they can be gregarious, they live for here and now, and they're quite good at problem solving. They're really good at running simulations in their mind, and then testing out those simulations in real time. So despite their, at times, unpredictable nature, they can be reliable in that they're always seeking the answer, seeking the truth, seeking the best outcome, the kinds of end results that we can all agree upon. They may have an unconventional approach, but their sense of outcome quality is generally accepted as realistic, in accordance with the general consensus, and they can be relied upon to take action as opposed to not taking action. They're very active, they're not passive. If there's a problem, they will find a way to do something about it even if no one else does. So it may just be that this profile can be a kind of map, a guideline, a strategy, and can maybe point to the kind of perspective you must have in order to make the best of the situation. Or you can choose to approach the situation outlined by your central theme according to the right-hand path. The Queen of Wands. Like all queens, like all court cards in tarot, the Queen of Wands is associated with one of the 16 Myers-Briggs personality profiles. So there's 16 of those and 16 court cards, and it's so useful. The Queen of Wands in particular is associated with the INTJ, or the Introverted Intuitive Thinking Judger, a very independent personality. They see everything as a kind of game. Life is like a chessboard to them, and they have a high need for competency. They're very theory-based, very skeptical. Everything seems to need to be done their way, and everything has room for improvement. So naturally, this personality type can be rather difficult to deal with at times, but they can be very effective, very productive, and very efficient but not necessarily in all cases the most productive or the most efficient, oftentimes unbeknownst to them. Something like my way the hard way or no way at all seems pretty relevant here. Sometimes this personality type can unintentionally isolate themselves through alienating other people. And this is not necessarily their goal, though they do function quite well on their own. Embracing this card will entail independence. Throughout your experience of this card, you would find yourself, no doubt, setting perhaps excessive boundaries, taking a stand against any interference or even collaboration, and perhaps that is necessary. This may in fact be the best way to learn how to set boundaries. Sometimes a little extra edge needs to be given to our words and actions to get people to listen to us, to take us seriously. So you'll have to feel it out. Through deep, honest personal reflection, you'll find all of the details you require. And that concludes this month's complimentary tarot reading. Of course, to get truly serious, very specific, in the most useful way possible, you're going to want to contact me for a tarot reading, for an astrology reading, or a tarot-astrology fusion reading. You'll be so glad you did. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel and explore other videos I might have that are relevant to this month. You can subscribe to my website to receive updates, special deals, and freebies as well. I hope you have a really great month. Thank you so much for watching.